Hello, I'm Alan Hoffmanner, and I'm in my backyard today to talk about a very special tree. I'm also standing next to my pool, which was designed by Justin Salvato, but there isn't much need to talk about that. The tree, as you'll see, is much more impressive. Besides looking over San Diego and northern Mexico,
this tree has a very important function and an output that pleases many people in a very unique way.
the story begins here in my front yard. And as you can see, in front of some big pine trees. And if we walk in here,
We come to the initial resting spot on this property of the tree. About 2.5 years ago, I was checking out my yard and saw that there were 2 of these trees laying right on the rocks under the pine tree. So I inquired of Prisciliano, who happens to be the gardener who comes every couple weeks. He's from the heart of Mexico, way down in south central Mexico, and he explained that the trees needed to be there. It was the only place they could be. After a conversation and the utterance of the words "trust me" a number of times, the trees laid there for his prescribed amount of time, 3 months. After 3 months, he collected the trees and moved them to the side of the house, which faces southwest, which apparently is important, and they sat in the sun for exactly 48 hours, and then he returned, planting the trees, propped up by 3 equally sized round rocks in the place where they are now. In 2.5 years that they've been there, they haven't grown much at all, but this is primarily because they have a totally different function, which apparently takes a lot of effort on their part. So let me show you what I mean. So we're here at the base of the tree. We're going to pull on one of the lower branches of the tree, going right and left with our wrist for about 8 or 9 rotations until the branch comes off cleanly. Next, we're going to process the branch. And this turns out to be a very popular activity at most parties. So to process it, you shake it about 8 times. And then you put it into a glass so that it goes to the bottom, and the glass has to measure about 0.75 liters, which is the maximum it will produce. And then, starting from the top of the branch, you push down, and it fills the glass with the most top-rated tequila in the world. It's also perhaps the fountain of youth, because it seems that after people drink 2 or 3 of them, that's what they think it is. Cheers.